How are you doing today?
I'm having a lovely day, thank you. So we're in a castle. Have a look around. It's pretty cool. Castle. It's a big castle too, and people are lovely, having a really lovely time.
So, have you ever been at a castle before in Germany?
I have had a dinner or two in different castles in Germany, but I've never been in one this big. So it's fantastic. I want to go up the tower, which I haven't been up yet. So I'm going to do that.
So you've been already a few times in Germany. So what do you like about Germany?
It's fantastic coming for these sort of conventions to Germany because there's sort of a wonderful kind of about everyone. I don't know if that makes sense, but there's such passion and love of fantasy and storytelling. So I always just have a great time, and I like the food and the beer. So and the gummy bears particularly. Haribo is here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, for the gummy bears alone, I would come.
Oh, I should have known this before. Then I brought you some.
I have so many at the moment. I'm just.
So at the other cons, you got the nickname Sexy Mark. What do you think about it?
I think it's very silly, but I love Mark Ferguson and I love Laurie, so it's so much fun when we three get to play together. And we live in different countries, so it's really the only time we kind of run into each other. So it's always so much fun for us.
It is. I already recognize the fun times at the HobbitCon, I guess, when you had this funny panel.
We have so much fun. And I love it because it's. And with all the guests, if someone can sing, we'll get them on stage to sing. So it's a performance, and it's great. You feel like you're entertaining rather than just sitting on a chair telling old stories. So we just love it. It's great.
What was the interesting question you ever got at a convention?
That one just now. That was the most interesting. That was the best question ever. Yeah.
Did ever happen something you remember the most of a convention?
There's so many bits. It's what I love is it all becomes very normal. That you'll see a tree walking along, or someone dressed as a Dalek or something, and you just go, oh yeah, that's a Dalek. That's a giant thing. So in my head, I guess conventions are just full of lots of images of creativity. Really, it's people. People have made these exquisite costumes, or they've chosen them, or put them together, and it's such a celebration of creativity that I love it. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I already seen some great costumes today.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of though I always feel sorry because you see people wearing giant outfits and it's so hot that they're just dying inside. But it's great. It's like you can suffer like actors suffer. That's what we put up with every day.
So what's the difference between this con and other cons?
Each convention has its own feel. It depends where. Oh, I knew it wasn't an Urukai. I knew it was the dwarf. Yes. It's fantastic. Totally mad.
Really cool. So, what do we miss the most about your time at Lord of the Rings?
The wonderful, because there were so many interesting and different locations, that wonderful thing, you never knew where you were going to be shooting next. And you'd be flown somewhere, picked up, driven somewhere, and you're on the top of a mountain or by a lake, or just exquisitely beautiful. So that was amazing. And, I lived in New Zealand, but I saw more of the country because of that show than I ever had while living there. So it was a really great thing.
Really cool. I just saw the movies and thought already that are amazing locations.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's just stunning, and all real.
Yeah. Sure.
Except this one little mountain. This one shot. I think it's Mountain Dew, and that's CGI. They shot some of the mountain, and they had to CGI in the top. Everything else real.
Okay, really nice. So. There are some fandoms like the one for Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. So what do you think makes it cons that all these fandoms can come together?
There's so many different at conventions. You see so many different actors from different shows, but I think one of the unifying things is they tend to be often larger than life stories. It's storytelling, right? And so you have the fantasy thing, you have sci-fi, you have vampires. They're all kind of rich worlds, and I think that's what unifies. People. We love storytelling. We love listening to stories. We love fairy tales, and it's an escape from the boringness of life. You get to kind of live in these wonderful created worlds, and I guess that's the similarity.
Yeah, I guess so too. So, what are you doing when you're bored?
When I'm bored, I do terrible things when I'm bored. I get bored very easily, and yeah. So I try to keep myself from being bored, to stop doing the things that I do when I'm bored. So that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I hope you're doing not something illegal then.
Never.
I never expected that. Are you in a special fandom?
In do I have a particular? No, I sort of geek out on all sorts of things. So, but I've never been a collector or particularly sort of David Bowie was the only sort of hero I guess I've ever had as an entertainer. But other than that, no.
Okay, thank you really much for the
pleasure.
interview.
It's so lovely meeting you. You have a great afternoon.
You too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.